Hello. It's only been a day since we made our last recordings.
True.
But we made 3 recordings the last time, and we've been so far behind, we're probably going to make 3 recordings today.
Mm-hmm.
And as promised in the previous ones, we've left Auckland and moved down to Rotorua. Hence, you see a different background. We're going to talk about February 6th, which was our first full day in Auckland. It also happened to be Waitanga Day, which meant that there were all sorts of celebrations going on places that we weren't. And so for us, it was just a quiet day in Auckland with a lot of things closed.
Yeah, a lot of things closed, not a lot of people around, kind of a quiet city.
Right.
Clean, modern.
Right.
Yeah.
We got up in the morning after a good night's sleep at the Holiday Inn Express.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't paid us for that plug. And we did laundry, and then we went out for a walk in the city. And one of the things that we noticed about the walks in the city was that they had some interesting crosswalk signs.
They did. They have this little green guy who looks like an animated figure who tells you when it's time to walk across the street. He's green and takes these little mincing steps. It's so cute. Never saw it before. There's a couple of other things that are interesting about crossing streets.
Is for most streets, at least in downtown Auckland, when it was time to walk, you could walk across to the left, you could walk across to the right, you could walk across diagonally.
Yeah, being able to walk across diagonally.
It made things a lot more efficient.
I saw a woman pushing a baby carriage diagonally across a major street in Auckland and was amazed.
Yeah.
It's faster.
Right, right.
But very interesting.
It was very pedestrian friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And so we wandered around downtown and looked up at the Space Needle and a lot of the fancy buildings. The Space Needle, for what it's worth, is the tallest freestanding building in the Southern Hemisphere.
That's true, right?
And we wandered down to the docks and went to the ferry building, the old Victorian building for the boat ferry, and we ended up eating in a restaurant there.
It's an old sandstone Victorian building, and now has restaurants in it. There's a new wharf that the boats dock in, a different one, close by there. But yeah, so we had a very good meal, and I'm trying to remember what I had. What did I have, Jim?
We started out with some scallops. They were very well prepared. And then I had a nice steak, and you had some
I
fish.
had something called a kingfish, which I've never had before. It was more like tuna, but it was more consistency of tuna, but it was white. And I had a green peppercorn sauce on it.
Right. And I can't remember what sauce. I had a red wine au jus sauce for my steak.
Right.
And we had fish croquettes and carrots.
That were very good.
Right. And then we went back to the room. On the way back to the room, I happened to see some public toilets. I took a picture of the outside of it. Just because the toilets throughout New Zealand have been the nicest toilets we've ever seen.
Right.
The public toilets have been spotless, well maintained, well positioned, clean.
And there are public toilets on every major thoroughfare in every town that you go through. So you can count on finding a public toilet when you're driving through town.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
So let's hear it for New Zealand toilets.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have to report.
I want to say a little bit more about traffic.
Oh, good.
Although it's something we learned later, but that our guide told us, is people don't sue each other in New Zealand. He's never heard of anybody that he knows suing someone else. If you get hit in a traffic accident and injured, you're paid by the government, and of course your health care is covered, but you also receive a certain amount of money if you have lost income, and your physical therapy will be paid for by the government, and that results in people basically not suing each other. And he saw that as a way of having their own independence, which I didn't quite understand, but basically, New Zealand drivers, if they hit you, they don't have a responsibility to you. So basically, he said, don't walk anywhere in the street, anywhere in New Zealand, unless you're on a crosswalk. And they have to stop at the crosswalks. And that's been our experience. As soon as you come up to a crosswalk, no matter how far away they are, as they pull up, they will stop. They're very well trained in that. But he said, don't cross at places other than a crosswalk. So there you go.
Good point.
Interesting.
Well, this is a short one for today.
Yep.
And I think we have a short one for tomorrow.
Sounds good.
See you soon.
Love. Bye.
Love. Bye.